Good evening, family. We are back, baby. Back for the eclipse season. Love stream, Sunday night, the 24th of March. Heading towards a full moon eclipse in Libra on Monday. Woo! The season of changes are knocking on our doorstep. And overall, it's good changes. But we have to make the healing work for us, right? So join me, family. Show me your names on the screen. Let me know who's here with me. Hello, beautiful Christy. Yay! Party time, family. Party time. Let's go. Here I am. Hello, Active Creative. Valerie and Eugene. Hello, Anna. Namaste. Awesome. Fantastic. So, we're starting again with Sudish, cuddling us in the background with mantra session of spiritual awakening, which is what we need for this energy. To remember that it's always for our spiritual awakening, all the challenges, all the issues. And yeah, I'm pretty tired today because last night we had a massive party. Last night Chris and Christina got married. And it was the most beautiful wedding union of love. It was a classic party symbolizing the energy of this time. It was just like such an eclectic mix of people from all different walks of life celebrating love, and it was really awesome. I've danced, I've made good friends, and yeah, it was fun. But I'm absolutely naked today. Took me back to my early 20s, after a night of kind of nightclubs, you come home and the day after you're completely blown out of the picture. That's how I feel today, but I'm still here showing up for you all because tomorrow is a powerful shift of energy, which we're going to discuss. Namaste Mansi, hello Rowena and Gali, love you guys. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Thank you very much, love and gratitude to all the Patreon community for your support, for being a part of this journey together. And do me a favor, everyone who's watching this, your free support, press like on this movie, subscribe to our channel, press on the bell icon so you get notified whenever we do a show, and share it with your friends, with your beloveds, whoever may be in need. Other than that, if you want to join our Patreon community, we have an amazing online community buzzing every day. We're talking crypto, we're talking astrology, we're talking spirit, we're talking world events, we're bringing it all together. So if you want to join us on patreon.com/healingdelight. The other thing is that we have our usual sound healing meditation. Tomorrow night we have a sound healing for the full moon eclipse, but it's already fully booked. But there is another group on Wednesday, so full moon integration, sound healing meditation on Wednesday night with Venus, sextile Jupiter, beautiful alignment. We will talk about that tonight. And then healing sessions, of course. If you need to come and see me, it will be my pleasure. Hello, beautiful Simone. Yay, you're here. Awesome. So let's get straight into it now. Let's scan the sky. Let's start from 9 o'clock this time. 9 o'clock on the left side of the chart, you can see the south node of the moon in Libra, 15 degrees. And this is the area where the full moon eclipse is going to happen, and the new moon solar eclipse as well. And so that's here, the the south node. On your 9:30, 24 degrees, the moon is right now in Virgo, at the end of Virgo, just past Black Moon Lilith on the 19 degrees of Virgo, June on the 8 degrees of Virgo here. Now we're gonna move around the clock to the 1 o'clock area, and we've got Jupiter on the 15 degrees of Taurus closing in on Uranus on the 20th degree of Taurus, and this big meeting is already going to start being felt from now moving onwards into April. The crescendo of this meeting is on the 21st of April when they're going to meet, and that's gonna be big, that's gonna be massive. But before we get there, we have the eclipse season to get through. So if you want to harvest the full potential of Jupiter-Uranus expansion and good fortune and love and abundance and good luck, and life goes to a whole new place, then take this eclipse season as a massive time to change, to heal, to shift, facing, changing, confronting, and the rewards will come. Chat room, hello Jules, shalom achi, blah, brother guy, love you. Then we've got on your 3 o'clock, we've got Mercury right now on the 22nd degree of Aries. Thank God Mercury has passed Chiron. That was pretty intense. That was mainly felt on recent Wednesday and Thursday. We will talk a bit about that, about what that was for us. So Chiron on the 18th degree, and is now 3 degrees away from the North Node, which is starting to really be kind of like breaking apart. Once we pass the 3 degrees gap, we can say, okay, this is done. So it's still there, but it's lingering out, it's breaking out. Then we've got the Sun on 4th degree Aries, because we are in Aries season. And so the Sun on 4 Aries. Neptune on the 27th degree of Pisces. Venus on the 15th degree of Pisces. Saturn on the 12th degree of Pisces. Mars on the 1st degree of Pisces. So there is massive party here. And if you ignore all the rest of the zodiac wheel, you realize that everything is pretty much in Pisces Aries. Mars, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, the Sun, the North Node, Chiron, Mercury, all of them are within 60 degrees. That's very condensed. And what is that? Pisces, the end of the journey, the release, the letting go, the selfless service, unconditional love, back to source, offering everything back to source. And Aries, the initiative. So, as I said to you in the last love stream, we are living in a period of time where we're having this timeline washing over each other. There is the new future self emerging, but it's also playing with the old self that is kind of like moving out. And so we're having like waves when we are dealing with the old wounded self that wants to move out, and the old issues and the old uncomfortable things that we just want to end and put to bed. And then there is waves of the new that suddenly visit our life, and they're kind of like together, intertwined. It's all happening. And so it's quite interesting. And in general, if you take from Pluto, which is on the 1st degree of Aquarius, all the way to Jupiter, Uranus in Taurus, then you will say, wow, 60, 90, that's 120 degrees. Everything is within 120 degrees. The only thing that is more significant on the other side is the moon. That's it. Look, everything is empty here. It's all empty. It's all happening from Aquarius 1st degree Pluto, and then the Pisces party, and then the Aries party, and then the Jupiter Uranus in Taurus. That's pretty much all the energy condensed on 120 degrees of the zodiac. It's pretty condensed and intense and penetrating and very, very auspicious and yeah, powerful transformation. Hello, Breeze. Yay. Yes, I'm well. I'm pretty well. Again, today I'm pretty knackered. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. It was a big night last night, but I'm well. Overall, I'm well. And so thank you for asking. And I hope everyone here are well as well. So I want to scan with you the last few days just quickly so we'll understand how to get into, I just need to take the music a bit down, into this lunar eclipse. So the last week, on Wednesday, Thursday, I'll take you there on the chart if we go now. Let's go days back. There we go, Wednesday, Thursday. There we go. So on Wednesday evening, on Wednesday, we were feeling it, and the crescendo of it happened exactly at on Thursday, early morning, while we were still asleep, unless you are a yogi that wake up to do like sun gazing on sunrise. 4:16 a.m. on Thursday morning, we had the Mercury conjunct Chiron. And basically that just meant that through our communication and through the way we think and communicate and perceive and download data and like the input and output of data and information, they were pretty much tainted by the sense of wounding. And even if you were in an okay place, other people who might have not been as conscious of their state might have come at you with their wounding kind of like delivered through their communication. And so it could have been very uncomfortable, and I know it wasn't comfortable for me. I know it wasn't comfortable for others as well, because it triggered the wounded self. Now, bear in mind, you know what? I need something a bit more, and the music, I need something a bit more chilled. So I'm going to change it now. Something a bit more chilled. Yeah. That's the vibe, yeah. Let's go there. Chiron has been a big topic for the last few months, because Chiron, all the January, February into March, we were having this Chiron coming to conjunct the North Node. And the North Node, it's our future destiny, it's in Aries. So we all have a calling, a destiny calling for our soul, from our soul kind of like guidance to move our life into a whole different place. And in order to achieve that, we have to confront Chiron, our wounded self, our insecurities, our incompetencies, our impotencies, our lack, what we are lacking of, what we don't have, what makes us unhappy, unlucky, all those creepy crawlers in our mind, in our unconscious and our subconscious mind that are playing with us and makes us feel still wounded on some level. Hello Kylie B, Shalom Dana and Pete, love you guys. And so Chiron has been a big process, it makes sense, because overall in the big picture we are all on a path of a trajectory, kind of like into a whole new level of self, into a whole new future. Where we are going is very different than where we've been. And you can take the 2020 until now, all these last 4 years, where everything broke down, everything stopped, all the challenges of physical reality and the world and economy and government and institutions and regulations and law and order and relationships and businesses and how we make money and how we live our life. Everything has been disjointed. And as soon as that happened, it forced all of us to start looking inside of us, as we are confronted, because the reality, you like it or not, can trigger fears. When physical reality is unstable, it triggers our predominant fears of survival. And then that plays with the trauma narrative that each one of us has in our own way. And so you may live in Australia, but the war in another place on the world might trigger your experience of war from childhood. All kind of things like that. So Chiron has been a big topic, which is still ongoing. So first we had all these last few months of Chiron coming to the North Node. I was like, check this out. You have to move out of this. You have to take that wounded hat off. You have to strip naked from that wounded self that you think that you are, but you have to see it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to recognize it. You have to admit to yourself that you are thinking in a wounded way. You are perceiving in a wounded way. You are communicating in a wounded way. And if you want a new future for yourself, you have to let that go. That has to move out. And so the future destiny is calling us like, I want a better life. If you're insecure, I want to be more confident. I want to believe in myself more. I want to learn how to, this is in Aries, right? Chiron, North Node, it's in Aries. Eclipses, Aries. Hello April, good to have you with us. Aries is all about ourselves. It's our ego. It's our identity, it's our drive, it's the character that our eternal soul is wearing on it to embody and represent who we choose to be in this lifetime. I am a brother, I am a son, I am a father, I am a friend, I am a lover, I am a healer. Whatever you are, those identities, that's your Aries, how you identify yourself. I want to eat vegetarian meal. I want to eat steak. That's your wants. That's your needs. So Aries is very primordial. It's kind of like our needs, our desires, our urges, our ego, our identity, our confidence, our bravery, our courage, our strength, our initiative, our fire. It's what gets us going in the morning. Without an ego, we have nothing to strive for. Without an ego that get us out of bed in the morning, we're not going to get out of bed. So it's kind of like you may feel all kind of things, but Aries kicks in and is like, okay, come on, get out of bed. Come on, you have to do something about it. That's Aries. And so Chiron North Node has been that journey, and that's been happening. Remember, I spoke about the wounded self, that it's guiding us to recognize and acknowledge and identify the unconscious and the subconscious. Now it's important to understand what is the unconscious and subconscious. That's not an easy job to identify, because I'm saying to you that we, the conscious souls, the conscious being that we are, we need to identify something that we usually don't identify. We usually don't see it. It's kind of like it's coming through us in passive ways, in unconscious ways, and it just comes out, and we don't even see it until somebody showing it to us through relationships, through confrontations, through reflections, through other people. Suddenly we see something in ourselves that we couldn't see before. So unconscious is the things that you do without realizing that you're doing them. It's unconscious. Subconscious is that there is this something from the past that was programmed, engraved into your consciousness as part of your mechanism, as part of your programming, that you perceive as your conscious, but it's the subconscious. It's a classic picture of the iceberg. The majority of the iceberg is underneath the ocean, and all you can see is just on top. And so what you see on top, that's you. But under the ocean, it's your subconscious. Is actually more of you than the conscious. To support that process of the unconscious and the subconscious identification comes Neptune and Pluto. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, and all that Pisces party, Neptune rules the subconscious. It rules our deception, our illusion, where we lie to ourselves, where we deceive ourselves, our escapism, our kind of avoidance, our lies, our kind of like how we fool ourselves, basically. But Neptune Pisces, once we become aware of that, the medicine of Neptune Pisces is we are capable of seeing ourselves through the eyes of spirit. We are capable of connecting with the divine love, with the divine spirit, with the great spirit, and see everything from the oneness, that it's all one. The shit and the honey are all one. The good things in life and the bad things in life are all one. It's all serving your soul journey on the planet. And so the Pisces party that is going on with Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Mars now. I'll move the chart to now. Oh no, this is on Thursday. I'll stay there. The party in Pisces now is dealing a lot with the end of the journey, where we recognize where we have lost ourselves, and what we have lost out of ourselves, and what we've kind of escaped or avoided dealing with, that we need to confront and feel and embody and deal with in order for us to find our divine union with spirit, our true unconditional love connection in our hearts, our imagination, our dream time, our miracles and magic. You can only perceive magic if you believe in magic. If you disqualify magic, you will not perceive magic, and that's okay. But if you believe in magic, you could create magic and you will perceive magic. All the last 10-20 years that came into human consciousness with The Secret, with the law of attraction, law of manifestation, all those things are training human consciousness to develop the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, that we are more than just human beings on this planet. And once we are connecting with our divinity, with that essence that we are multidimensional being that can perceive much more, connect with much more, and actually manifest our life on earth from a spiritual place of manifestation with the cosmos, with the universe, we become even more powerful. And so this is how it helps us. The Pisces is helping the process with Chiron to identify what we need to release and let go. What has come to an end? What do we need to really surrender and say, I've done my best, that has not come to fruition, that has come to time to end and release and let go, I surrender that. That dream, it used to be a dream, then it was dissolved to become an illusion, a deception. If you take it into a partnership, you might have been with a partner and you dreamed that this partner will be the love of your life and the partner for a lifetime. And then down the track, things happened that kind of dissolved that dream and shattered that dream. And then you went through the process of grief and despair and disillusionment. And a lot of last week was about disillusionment. And it's not comfortable. It's a place of feeling that sensitive pain and emotions of like, what a bummer. It's not what I thought it will be. That dream has come to an end. So with that, then we come to a place of surrendering it to God, to creation, to the universe, and saying, I've done my best. It didn't work out. I surrendered that dream now, so I can dream a new dream. And that's part of that eclipse season with the Chiron North Node that just happened. And then what happened on Thursday, before I move there, what else helps the Chiron North Node process that was initiated is that Pluto rules the unconscious. The unconscious is the part mechanism of our consciousness that is driving based on fears, traumas, painful experiences in the past that were engraved into us and designed our consciousness in an unconscious way until we become conscious of the unconscious, and then we can change that. Consciously we can change the unconscious patterns, but we need to do the uncomfortable shadow walk of confronting the shadows, seeing the shadows, embracing the shadows as part of us, because only when we acknowledge them and embrace them and confront them, only then we can transcend them. And so Pluto in Aquarius is doing that for us. He's saying, hey, I am here in Aquarius after 248 years. The last time I was here was 1778. That's a long time. That's the French Revolution. That's the American Revolution. That's a long time ago. And now Pluto has come to Aquarius to take the world onto a whole new level. Aquarius is the future. It's revolutionary. It's radical, quantum leap jumps. It's a whole new world birthing. It's a whole new frequency, out of time and space, innovation. Just out there, going out there to explore. And Pluto is the planet of deep transformation, of evolution. And so Pluto is saying like, hey, we're going to a whole new world. We are moving to a whole new frequency. And I want you to go there. So let's identify all these unconscious things. And Aquarius rules other people in the world. So let's identify your unconscious things as you confront other people, as you confront the world, how the world makes you feel, how other people make you feel. Let's identify them. So that's what Pluto is doing in Aquarius, while all the other planets are doing their work in Pisces. All the Mars, the masculine, Venus, the feminine, Saturn, the karma, the identity, the character of who you are, Neptune, the dream, the spirituality, the miracles, the healing, all of them are in Pisces. Ending and dreaming. And then comes the Aries part. And so Chiron conjunct North Node happened in February, early March. Now, on Thursday morning, Mercury came to Chiron. I was like, hey, check this out. Check this out. Something is happening that triggers your mind, conversations with people, maybe a podcast, maybe something you've read, something you've watched, information you've digested or received, or maybe as you were talking to someone, something came to your awareness that the way you just spoke, it's actually your wounded self that just came through. You could identify suddenly your insecurity or your fear or your anxiety or something that is deeply wounded in you that suddenly came through as you were interacting with someone else. Wow, check this out. Now, where it gets more interesting is that whatever happened to you on Wednesday, Thursday, especially Wednesday evening and Thursday morning, put it down on a note for yourself, because we're going to have 3 times Mercury Chiron. So Chiron is a massive part of this process. Not only what I've told you until now, but now moving to the next layer of it, Mercury is now in shadow zone. On the 29th of April, Mercury is gonna go retrograde. So Mercury is now on the 8th, now is moved from the 18 degrees. This was Thursday. He's coming to Chiron, and he goes like, first of all, he came to the North Node on Tuesday. On Tuesday, Mercury was with the North Node. So something from the future came through. A new agreement, a new structure, a new decision making, a new legal process, a new business deal, a new communication, a new conversation, a new interaction, a new car, a new home. something. Take notes. But then Mercury on Wednesday, Thursday was with Chiron. Something that is regarding your wounded self has come to light. Something was triggered. It might have been uncomfortable. It might have been challenging. It might have been confronting. Something came up. Take note, because Mercury is going to travel to the 27th degree of Aries, and then he's going to retrograde back to the 15 degrees of Aries. He's not going to meet the North Node again exactly. It's going to be on the same degree. Let me take you there. Let me take you there. This is now. And on your 3 o'clock, we've got Mercury now on the 22nd degree of Aries. Okay? Sorry, Mercury goes retrograde 29th of March, not April. That was a mistake. So Mercury has already moved 4 degrees away from Chiron, so thank God it's much better now. Now Mercury, let's take it by the days. We are now doing Mercury retrograde process, okay? Which is important for the eclipse. So it's a big ingredient of the eclipse, because the entire eclipse season, Mercury is going to do the retrograde in Aries. So again, Aries, it's all about ourselves. We are all going through a massive process in the structure of ourselves. Our ego, our identity, our drive, our direction, our initiation, our desires, our wants. It's going through a massive shift. And Mercury is going through Aries, helping us identify, recognize, redefine, reprogram, change the way we think about ourselves, change the way we relate to others, change the way we speak, change the way we communicate, change the way we sign, agree, things like that. That is based on conclusions we made from facing the wounded self as we tune into the future new self that we want to be. Now pay attention, none of us know, and I've spoke to a lot of people in the last few weeks, and it's a very common theme, including myself. We all know that we are no longer what we used to be. We all know that we are in a process of becoming something new, and we all don't have any idea what is that thing again yet. We don't know yet. We're in the metamorphosis, but we know, we sense that we are going through changes, and there's like glimpses of like excitement of something new, and then there's kind of lingering waves of the past, and it kind of like, check this out, yep, I don't want that anymore, that's what I want. Oh, I can see my pattern here. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I think that? I don't like that. That's something old. I don't want to do this old shit anymore. No, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to talk like that. I want to relate like that. I want to communicate like that. I want to create a new interaction like that. And so now I'm going to take it by days forward. And Mercury, we're watching Mercury on your 3 o'clock. 24, 25, 26, 27. Mercury stationing on the 1st of April. Okay? 1st of April, Mercury stationing, retrograde, and then it goes back. And it goes back. On the way back, what happens? On the way back, in the middle of its retrograde, is going to conjunct the Sun on the 11th of April, which is going to be, just take it back a bit. And so, if we're already doing this, we're kind of running in a very general way. We are running the concept of the eclipse season, so I'm now taking you to approximately Tuesday the 9th of April, and this is where the new moon solar eclipse on your 6, 7, 8 o'clock, this is where the new moon solar eclipse in Aries conjunct Chiron. That's why Chiron is big. Chiron comes to the North Node, epic. Now Mercury comes to Chiron, move forward, then Mercury is retrograding, and while Mercury is retrograding, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries conjunct Chiron, and then after that, we're not talking about the solar eclipse yet, we will later on, but then the moon moves on, and then 3 days after the new moon solar eclipse on the 12th of April, Mercury conjunct the Sun. So it's like we have this new moon solar eclipse, then Mercury comes to the Sun, and suddenly there is an light, and the light shines into something, and we can see it, we can understand it. There's like, I get it. And at the same time, especially the moon will be in Gemini, which is like mentally processing how we're feeling about this whole thing. So then Mercury goes back, and he meets Chiron again on the 16th of April. So that will be second time. So whatever happened on this Wednesday, Thursday, that was checkpoint 1. Check this out. Then Mercury retrograde, and we come into the 16th of April, and Mercury conjunct Chiron again. It's like, so what is this about? Because I just met you before the full moon lunar eclipse, which is coming tomorrow. And then we had the full moon lunar eclipse, which is all about release and let go, massive ending. I'll talk about that later. And then I moved to the end of Aries, and then I retrograded back. And while I was coming back to you, we already had the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, which is initiation, a blast forward. And this is happening while Jupiter and Uranus are closing in on each other. So April is epic breakthrough. Now we're in the shadow walk. April is breakthrough. Very exciting time coming in April. But March, now, until the solar eclipse, we are doing the shadow walk, which is very important, so embrace it. And so check this out. What is this about is the 16th of April. So what is this about? I've processed this before, and now it comes again. But I've decided that I'm releasing and letting that go on the full moon eclipse. And then I've decided I'm initiating something new on the new moon solar eclipse, and here I am facing you again. What is the problem? How can I help you? How can I help you heal? How can I help you change the way you think about me? And I'm talking about as oneself to oneself. How can I help you change how you think about me, how you perceive me, and how you allow me to express and talk? I don't wanna talk from a wounded place. Now, remember, Chiron is not against us. Chiron is for us. Chiron is a wise teacher. The symbol of Chiron is the key. Chiron is holding the key to our healing. And so we are getting something on the 16th of April that is kind of like healing. Oh my God, I see it now. And then Mercury goes back to the 15th degree, and it comes to the 15th degree together with the North Node again, but it stations on the 58th minute here on your 9 o'clock. It stations on the 58th minute of Aries. So it's 24 minutes, astrological minutes away from the North Node, so they don't conjunct exactly, but they are in conjunction on the same degree. So after he's doing all that process, coming to the North Node, it's like, oh my God, the future I just seen the future. I just seen when I got it, I'm getting it now. And then Mercury goes direct. Mercury goes direct on the 26th of April, around my birthday. And then Mercury goes direct, and he's meeting Chiron again, this time on the 21st degree of Aries. And they're going, oops, I moved too fast. There we go. So the second time is happening. Where are you? Second time is on the 7th of the third time, 7th of May. So this Wednesday, Thursday, write those timelines for you, it will help you. This Wednesday, Thursday was Mercury Chiron number 1. Check this out. On the 7th of May is the third one, the last one of like, now I get it. So it's like, check this out, it's like something comes to our awareness to pay attention to. We are then processing it. Then the retrograde is kind of, we are looking into that. So then the second time comes there, which was around middle of April. I'll go back there again. And the second time is like, so what is this about? And then the Mercury goes to the North Node, and he gets something from the future destiny calling. And then he moves forward, and he meets Chiron on the 21st degree of Aries on the 7th of May. Now I get it. And now that I got it, I am redefining, I am reprogramming, I am rethinking, and it's changed. It's interesting that at that time Jupiter is already past Uranus, right? But between the second and the third time of Mercury Chiron, Jupiter conjunct Uranus for that massive expansion. It's a very multi-layered process that is very fascinating. Chat room, family, help me with the algo. Thank you, Guy. Guy is right. Press like on the movie. Subscribe to the channel. Come on, make it happen. Hello, Casper. Thank you for the love. Shalom, Ima. Hello, Rukshika, Bharat, and Trishan. I'm happy to resonate with you, brother Casper. And Jules, you've been through this process. Yes, I'm with you, sister. I'm with you. We're all feeling it. That's the thing. We are all feeling it. And so I just took you through the journey in time all the way to May, just to show you the Mercury retrograde process, which, by the way, this is still not the end of it, because Mercury, only when Mercury is gonna get out of the 27th degree of Aries, is gonna finish the retrograde. So the 7th of May is the third conjunction of Mercury Chiron, and only on the 14th of May, Mercury will be out of shadow. So whatever we are processing mentally through this eclipse season, it will be fully finalized by the 14th of May. By the 14th of May, we got it, we reprogrammed, we redefined, we see it differently. Moving the chart back to now. I need a sip. By the way, soundtrack. I Am Nada and Dante feat Arcaya and Bian Rodriguez live at Quinidio, Colombia for Café de Anatolia. Beautiful. You know what? I'll post the link to the music on the chat room so you can all enjoy it at your free time. There you go. It's on the chat room. So back to now. So we started this from the fact that on Wednesday, Thursday, we had the Mercury Chiron, your 3 o'clock. Now, as this happened, Mercury Chiron, the Sun moved to the 1st degree of Aries in a sextile to Pluto on the 1st degree of Aquarius. And that is very empowering. Sun was conjunct Pluto on the 21st of January this year, and this was massive. Remember, Pluto moved to Aquarius, and then the Sun came in and met Pluto in that 0 degree of Aquarius to initiate something big and new. Now, this is the first sextile. It's the opening sextile. And a sextile is a creative breakthrough, a creative development that is very supportive. And so even though this Mercury Chiron has been uncomfortable and confronting, the Sun comes into Aries, and it's the self, it's a new astrological year, it's a new cycle, it's a new energy, it's a new initiation. It's a new drive. It's like we all want to go to a new place. We want to initiate a new sense of self. And it comes while Chiron is doing that with Mercury, the Sun sextile to Pluto. And the exact time of the sextile was on, and let's take it there. On Friday morning. The exact minute. The exact minute of Sun sextile Pluto was Friday 6:48 a.m. Melbourne time. All the times are Melbourne time. And that is very good. That is kind of like Pluto is helping us to find a new sense of empowerment, a new deeper understanding and insight into the way we are who we are as we interact with the world, as we interact with other people. It gives us this kind of like, let's do something new. It's kind of like, okay, Sun met Pluto in January, 21st of January. Now we are on, this was on the 22nd of March, 2 months later, and it's like the Sun is saying, okay, so what are we doing about this? Let's do something. Let's take it to a new place. Let's try something new. Let's evolve. Let's invent. Let's connect with new kind of people. Let's see how we can find a new sense of self by just trying new things. And it's very supportive. And so that was positive. The other thing is that at the same time, Venus conjunct Saturn on Friday. That was Friday morning. If I'll move a few minutes forward, and that was maybe a few hours. Yeah, here we go. So it was very bombastic. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chiron conjunct Mercury conjunct Chiron, Sun sextile Pluto, and Venus conjunct Saturn. So it's kind of like uncomfortable, wounding dynamics experiences. That is, through that, a creative new avatar of self is emerging, bringing some excitement about a potential new way of being us. And Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is karma. Saturn is the ruler. And this could be, for some people, that something in your Venus territory of relationships, business, money, love, sexuality, beauty, pleasures of life, quality of life, something has come to an end. It's kind of like, this karma is ending, this contract is ending, this story is done. It's kind of like sealed. Now, there's bigger things going on there, because the fact that Saturn is now in Pisces, it means that Saturn is now traveling through the last zodiac sign of the wheel, which means that Saturn is also doing the Pisces ending. Saturn is ending 30-year cycle around the sun. And so now Venus conjunct Saturn, we didn't have Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces since 1995. And so a karmic cycle of your relationships, of your money, of your sexuality, something around it has come to an end through a surrender, release, and let go. Pisces, it's the spiritual ultimate karmic ending. And so it's very interesting how that came on top of the Sun sextile Pluto, on top of the Chiron Mercury. Just for you to keep in mind, it's like a wish-wash of uncomfortable and goodies. It's almost like a bitter medicine that helps you heal. Kind of like something like that. Sometimes you need to drink these yucky, disgusting Chinese herbs. So it's like you brew in your Chinese herbs, and it's like the whole house stinks like it's like you live in some underworld under the earth. And then you drink the Chinese herb medicine. It's most of the time it's not that yummy, but it makes you heal and it makes you feel better. So that's how kind of you can look at this energy as well, especially that Pisces Virgo is that healing and health. So that was also the thing on Friday, that some kind of karmic ending, but also Venus with Saturn is kind of like some hard lessons. Patience. I know that you want your Bitcoin to go to the moon. I know you want your coins to go to the moon, but the crypto market has been in correction last week. A very healthy, necessary correction. So we can look at crypto because it's a detached thing from your personal suffering. You can say, yeah, crypto was going up and up and up, people making money, good fortune, dreams coming true. Oh my God, I can see a whole new future. And then check with reality. Saturn, Venus, finance, investment, money. Saturn, reality check. Hold it down, hold it back. We need to kind of come down to earth again. We need to be responsible here. If you just dream too far, too big, too soon, then you might be delusional. And so last week has been a correction in the crypto market. Now, it's a bit of a bummer. It could be a bit depressing. It could be a bit kind of testing because you need to have more patience and wait for it because you want to pay your debts or you want to make that money. But the market has its own timing. So you have to show restraint and patience, not to go into despair, into depression, but just to have patience, knowing that good things will come. If you're responsible, doing your due diligence, investing responsibly, things will come. So that's, for example, what Venus Saturn could be. Then, once that happened, we move on to now. Let's come to now. And so now, Mercury is already 4 degrees away from Chiron. That eased up. Chiron is already 3 degrees away from the North Node. That eased up. The Sun is now in 4-degree Aries, fire is kicking in, we wanna get somewhere. Tomorrow night is a full moon eclipse in Libra. Neptune is at the end of Pisces, is about to come out of shadow. Jupiter is literally about to come out of shadow this week. Uranus is coming out of shadow, Jupiter is coming out of shadow, Neptune is coming out of shadow. So things are going to new territory. Pluto is out of shadow already. And yeah, this is exciting. This is exciting. And so where are we going with this? Oh, and by the way, another big shift that happened yesterday. It's a very significant shift. It's coming, baby. Patience. Yesterday at 10:47 a.m., Mars on your 12 o'clock, Mars moved into Pisces. That's a big change. Mars in Aquarius was all around like, how can I detach from this? I want to look at everything from a bigger point of view. I want to detach from people that don't relate to me anymore. I want to detach from things. I just want to take action to kind of cut the cords, detach, to be a bit kind of more inventive. I want to reinvent my masculinity. That's Mars. Masculine. Mars is the ruler of Aries. So while we had this Chiron North Node in Aries and Chiron Mercury in Aries, Mars is was at the end of Aquarius, kind of like interacting with other people, with the world, and cutting cords and detaching and kind of like taking action to kind of reinvent the self. Now that Mars has moved to Pisces, the warrior, the masculine, is guided into a place of compassion, of love, selfless service, coming into a place of taking actions that are healing, that are coming from a place of love and compassion, of forgiveness. That's a beautiful thing about it. It's like all the Pisces helping us forgive the past, forgive what we have done to ourselves, forgive what other people did to us. Just forgive, surrender it, have compassion for yourself. So now Mars and Venus, the personal planets, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, are both in Pisces. This is beautiful. It's beautiful for partnership, beautiful for relationships, beautiful for friendships, because there's a lot of compassion and love and sensitivity and softness and spirituality that is involved within the divine masculine, divine feminine, inside of us, between us and ourselves, and between us and others. But it also means that the masculine and the feminine are now pursuing a more loving, compassionate way of being. And also this, on the other level, it could initiate like this new drive to dream, to heal, to manifest miracles, to manifest love. So in general, with the full moon eclipse in Libra, which got to do with relationships, and the new moon and solar eclipse in Aries, there could be beautiful new bonds forming in this energy. New friendships, new partnerships, new unions, powerhouses. Pluto is in Aquarius, sextile the Sun. Powerful people coming together. It could be very transformative for everyone that meet each other. I can tell you, last night in the wedding, even though I wanted to be Ami, just Ami, completely loose Ami, I was just channeling powerful messages unintentionally. I didn't really want to, but it was like the security guard of the venue to that person that I've met, to that lady, to that man, and some of them were deeply touching to the point of tears flowing from the eyes of the receiver. Some of them were just felt awesome and connected, and so this is also for you. It's kind of like, as we move away from the relationships of the past and the connections of the past that represent some kind of a sense of wounding for us that we don't want to experience anymore, we don't want to feel anymore, we don't want to interact anymore. At the same time, these new people coming into our life, and it could be empowering, it could be transformative on deep levels. It's Pluto in 1 degree Aquarius, transformative on deep level, evolving, very powerful bonds, connections, unions. It could be short lasting, could be long term, but whatever it is, it's very impactful. Beautiful music. Look at this, it's a beautiful vibe. Look at this. The mountains of Colombia. Powerful times, family. Don't be afraid of powerful times. Embrace the powerful times. They are here for us to transform, to evolve. Fun. You know me, I love to have fun. So, coming back to the chart now. Mars moving to Pisces. What do we need to be careful of all these Pisces? Because as I said, Pisces can also be delusional, deception, lies. So the people who are unconscious, not in the spiritual integrity, this could be the time where some people will actually use the Pisces to lie, to deceive, to manipulate. It's Pisces. It's a double-edged sword, like any star sign. The light is medicine and healing and connection to spirit and miracles and channeling and dream time. Pay attention to your dreams. Dreams are very important in this time. Dreams in your sleep state and dreams in your awake state. It's like we will have times that we are processing old kind of like how people deceived us, failed us, lied to us, manipulated us. And then we will have times where we suddenly see glimpses of these new visions of a new future, of a new dream, something that just feels good and yummy, and it's kind of like, wow, new and exciting and unexpected. At the background, remember the main big tone on top of the eclipses? Jupiter, Uranus coming together in Taurus, that is massive expansion in our physical reality. So we are doing all this etheric, kind of spiritual, deeper inner walk now, shadow walk of identifying the unconscious and the subconscious and the wounded and the insecurities and all those things. As we interact with new people and new situations, as we're starting to feel new kind of feelings and new directions, and we're entertaining these new dreams and these new visions about this new future, but then we visit this old world, this old wounded self, this old dynamics, this kind of somebody coming and throwing shitball at us. And that shakes us and that brings us into that place again. But then we bring in what we assimilate and learned already to fix it, to realize what it's about for us, to release, to let go, to move it out of our energetic field, out of our aura, to seal it, to end it. So we can keep on being on that path of self. Where we are going, what do we want, and what do we want need to be based on a healed version of ourselves. And so these next 2 weeks, it's not time for action of like, wow, it's time for introspection, it's time for reflection, contemplation, identifying its shadow walk, identifying the shadows that triggered within us as we interact with other people, as we meet other people, as we communicate with other people. If it's in a close relationship, children, parents, uncles, aunties, friends, partners, business associates, business dealings, or strangers as well, out of nowhere. The stranger on the road or the stranger in that place you've met or whatever. And to see what they trigger in us and to own it. To say like, wow, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually thinking that. I'm actually feeling that. I'm not going to reject it or disqualify it. I want to sit with that. What is that? Why am I doing that? Why am I thinking that? Why am I saying that? Because I know what happens when I do that, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do it in a new way. And so keep on doing the shadow walk, uncomfortable, because the second part of this energy is like the new healed self is coming, baby, and it's like, wow, it's gonna be so amazing and exciting and in a whole new vibration, right? So let that come for us, but let's do what is happening now. So Mars moved into Pisces. Now Venus has passed, and now if I go back to now, and let's go straight into, so what's happening now? Venus, where are you? Venus 15. Yes, this is the next thing. This is happening tomorrow. It's a yummy, fuzzy, wuzzy, lovey, wovey energy that we should all enjoy and use to our benefit. And that energy is coming in right now. Taking it a few minutes back. Remember, when I speak about the alignments and I give you the time of the alignments, that's the specific time of the crescendo. But the main effect of the energy is in the build-up leading to the event. Chatroom, hello Janaline. Fitness Ring Boxing, Tonya and Nico, I love you guys. And so, This is tomorrow morning. Tonight, late tonight, tomorrow early morning, 3 a.m. and 20 minutes. 19 minutes past 3 tonight. So it's already happening now. Venus, here on your 7 o'clock, 15 degrees, 40 minutes of Pisces. After she have passed that kind of karmic hard lesson with Saturn, that stop, that pay attention, be responsible. Now she's moving out of there and she's like, look, I am Venus. I am the goddess of love and good fortune and happiness, and let's have fun and let's enjoy, like the wedding last night was just Venus in Pisces and Mars in Pisces. A divine union of a couple coming into love, and it's called a love party. Literally, it wasn't a wedding, it was a love party. And it was just like feeling the love. There was so much love in that place. Everyone just loved them, and they love everyone. And it was just that. And so that's this energy of like, let's celebrate love. Let's connect, let's feel that love. And Venus, 15 degrees of Pisces, 48 minutes, is doing the sextile to Jupiter. Both of them are the most beneficial planets of the zodiac wheel. So these are the two beneficials. Venus in Pisces, the best place that she wants to have fun and love and feel and enjoy and connect. And she's sextile Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and magnification and good fortune and blessings and wow and wisdom and knowledge and growth. And Jupiter is in Taurus, the home of Venus. And so Venus is having a blast here because the feminine goddess of love is already in euphoria. She's like fully kind of blissed. She had a bit of a hiccup with Saturn, but now she moved out of Saturn. It's like, thank God I'm past the keeper, the gatekeeper. I've passed him. And I'm not only on Pisces, I'm on my way to Neptune for the dream, for the healing, for the divine love. Neptune and Venus are the higher octave of love and the lower octave of love. It's amazing. It's that the unconditional love, Neptune, and Venus, the earthy love. And now Venus is in Pisces, in the home of Neptune. It's like, wow, yeah, this is so much love, so much money, amazing, good things are happening. And Jupiter is expanding in Taurus, the home of Venus. So it's like Venus is being empowered here from all directions. And that's what I meant, that there is this kind of like uncomfortable beta things, while there's this sweet, amazing, beautiful energies as well playing together. And so this sextile of Venus to Jupiter that is coming after the Pluto sextile to Sun, that was like a creative new avatar is emerging out of this. Let's see where this is going now. Now come Venus sextile to Jupiter, and this is a blessing. This is a good feeling. You might have met someone that make you feel good. You might have had a good interaction today. Today was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. Might have been just good things happening to you. Maybe tomorrow, a good message, a good encounter, a business deal coming through. The coin that you bought, the dip. By the way, we are ending that dip, right? Tomorrow we're starting a new weekly candle, and I expect next week to be a bit better. But right now we're ending that dip. The different coins, different stages in their charts, but ultimately this week was the highlight of that dip, and tonight still. And so this is kind of Venus sextile Jupiter. It's beautiful, it's awesome, it's good energy. You might sit today and enjoy a movie with your beloved. You might have some good food or some good drink. You might just simply feel good. Sextile it's kind of a passing by energy. You might even not notice it. Maybe now that I'm saying it, you kind of reflect on your day. It's like, you know what? Yeah, today was a good day. I kind of felt pretty good. I've met this new person, or I had this nice conversation, or I just did something I love, and yeah, it was actually good. It feels good. And so that's the event of tonight, and that's leading us to, we're already in a rising full moon. So pay attention, everything is rising. Now, at the same time, Venus sextile Jupiter here, remember what we said? That everything is here in like Pisces, Aries, and the only thing that is on the other side is the moon. So then the moon is just triggering everything that is over here. And so look how many alignments are happening in between the moon to Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. And so Virgo is in opposition to Pisces. At the same time Venus was sextile Jupiter, the moon in Virgo is exactly in opposition to Neptune. Exactly, 27-27. And so Venus is feeling great. She's getting some goodies happening. Something good is happening. But the moon in Virgo is like, okay, but just stay grounded. Let's just stay grounded and let's just not let the imagination take us too far. Let's keep this beautiful feeling grounded, kind of like present, and let's, it's like maybe, last night I had a few drinks in that party, so tonight I drank a lot of water, for example. It's kind of, okay, you had fun, that's good, but let's take care of the body now. Let's drink lots of water. Things like that. So you might today felt like still feeling this is happening now, it's happening tonight. So maybe it's kind of a good night for you to sit with an embodied emotional body, or just allowing yourself to embody good feeling, to embody love in a very grounded way. And whatever blessings come to your life, maybe it's time to give some thanks, gratitude, count your blessings. I give thanks for last night's wedding. It was a really nice time to be out, to have fun, to meet new people, celebrate love. I give thanks for that. It's awesome. And, things like that. I can tell you that the messenger I was for some people last night, I was doing that for them. I gave a lot of messages out of my control. So it was very beautiful. And so this is that. And then once the moon is moving to Libra, then the moon will oppose Aries. Okay, so, and the full moon eclipse is coming next. So let's go to the full moon eclipse. I love this music, beautiful. Beautiful. So, full moon eclipse, Monday, the 25th of March at 6 p.m. We will be in sound healing meditation from 7 p.m. I wish I could say you can join us, but thankfully it's already fully booked. So that's a nice blessing. It's a beautiful thing. But if you will feel it and if you will need it, you're welcome to join us on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for the integration of the full moon eclipse. Now, it's a full moon eclipse because it's close to the nodes, but it's 10 degrees away from the nodes, and that's why it's not a full, that's why it's not like a full eclipse, it's paranormal eclipse, which means that the earth is passing between the sun and the moon, but not fully. So it will cast a semi-shadow on the moon. The moon won't be darkened completely. It was only partially kind of darkened, which means that our emotional body suddenly can reflect to us something from the shadows. Think about that. The moon is illuminated by the light of the sun, but suddenly the moon goes darker. The moon goes into shadow. And so we could see and feel things that are usually hidden underneath in the shadow of our emotions. And a full moon is always the time of the month where we release, we let go, we clear emotions coming up to the surface. So we allow these emotions to exist, to be felt, and we purge them, we release and let go. But this is even more important because now officially it's eclipse season. In this eclipse season we have only 2 eclipses, full moon eclipse now, and 2 weeks from now the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And Libra Aries is the axis of Aries self, Libra others. How I interact with others. How do we manage ourselves within the relationships? If you are too selfish, your partner obviously will get upset and reject you over time because you're too selfish. If you are too selfless, you have no sense of self in the relationship, obviously your partner will not be happy about that as well because there's no self to relate to, and then the partner will just be on top of everything. And so the healthy relationship is to be who you are and to know who you are and to serve your self needs and your individuality and your independency, but at the same time also to be in diplomatic balanced relation with the others, where sometimes you can let go of something that you want in order for the relationship to get what it wants. Sometimes you can let go of your own selfish need in order to serve your beloved. And so Libra is kind of balancing Aries by saying, look, I love you for being you, but there's also me. So if you could consider me more and I could consider you more, we'll have more harmony, we'll have more equilibrium, we'll have more fairness, justice and equality. And then the self is thriving within the relationship, and the relationship is helping the self thrive. That's the balanced relationship. And so this is a full moon eclipse in Libra on the South Node. The South Node is the place of past lifetime, past karma, and it's the past that we are ending. It's the lessons that we've brought with us from previous lifetimes to this lifetime that we need to assimilate in this lifetime so we don't repeat the same lessons, because we move into the North Node, the future destiny, a new destiny. And so this is the time to really end chapter in old relationships. Some relationships will end. Many relationships already ended. So this will be the sealing, the releasing, the cutting the cords. Libra is also the place of legal agreements, legalization, court of law. So this could be the time where these agreements to separate are kind of finalized. The full detachment is happening. The ending of chapters is happening. And I'm talking now about relationships that broke down. If I'm talking about singles, this may be the time where single people are finally putting to bed and to end the previous relationship debris that made them be singles, as they want to prepare themselves for something new. If we are talking about existing relationships that are solid and healthy and loving and wants to keep on thriving together, then this is where the relationship is putting behind patterns in the relationship that used to be, that through beautiful work of healing and confronting and communication, we've come to realizations that when you say that to me, it triggers that, and when I say that to you, it triggers that, and once you communicated that to me, I could understand you better and I could relate to you better, and I don't really want to traumatize you or trigger your trauma or trigger your pain, because I love you. I want to actually support you, so thank you for sharing that with me, because now I will do my best to accommodate that. So our relationship is going to a much better place. Let's take our relationship even higher, even better, because we love each other, we believe in each other, and we have faith in this relationship. And so we want to put that job, do that work into that relationship. So this is where existing relationship could kind of like really let go and cut away debris from previous relationships of both partners. And it doesn't have to be your intimate relationship. It could have been the way your parents' relationship affected you as a child, that you have played throughout your relationship, that you have come now to recognize in this time. And as you prepare for something new, you don't want to do that which your parents did, which affected you in that way. It could have been the way one of your parents related to you, your mother or your father, that made you feel something and got to do with how you got wounded, Chiron. And you are now really working that, if it's counseling, psychotherapy, psychology, healing, journaling with yourself, reflection, meditation, Pisces, everything should be spiritualized now. Venus, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, Pisces. So much potential in meditation, in spirituality, to sit and meditate with yourself, with spirit, ask inquiry with spirit. What am I learning here? What is this lesson? What am I healing? If you don't know. Oracle cards opening, tarot cards, channeling, psychic readings. You can get very clear and loud messages from spirit in this energy. And so this Libra full moon eclipse it's a big release. Think about that the full moon releases the energy of the lunar cycle of the 30 days, but the eclipse releases the energy of the 6-month cycle from previous eclipses. Now, previous eclipses happened in October, November of 2023, and in October of 2023 we had the new moon eclipse on the South Node in Libra. And so the chapter of ending old patterns of relationships and old contracts and old things like that of relationships was initiated in October. a new moon eclipse in Libra. Now comes the full moon eclipse in Libra. It's the release of that process that we've been processing for the last 6 months. So we are ending it, we are clearing it, we are purging it. And by the way, Mars in Pisces is also that. Mars is the warrior doing the spiritual work of detachment and clearing and surrendering. Okay, let's let that go. Fum, fum, fum. Let's say, I'm feeling some negative energy. I don't like this negative energy. Mars in Pisces comes like, here's a Palo Santo stick for you. Thank you very much. I don't have a light on me. Here's Palo Santo. Light the Palo Santo. Cleanse yourself. No more negative energy. Oh, but I'm in this work environment. It's a bit toxic. I don't know what to do about that. Mars in Pisces. Well, before you go into work, take a moment in your car or in the train or wherever. Go to the toilet, whatever, and take a moment and just close your eyes and program your energetic field. I surround myself with a golden sphere of light that protects me and keep me safe and protected from any external energies that do not belong to me. Boom. You took the spiritual action to protect your sensitivity. That's what Mars in Pisces is doing. It's kind of like, okay, I don't want to suffer anymore. I had enough with this anymore. What do? Addiction. So the shadow of Pisces is addiction, substances, alcohol, drugs, Netflix, shopping, sugar, right? So Mars in Pisces is saying, okay, I'm escaping too much. You know what? It's time to confront and feel like, okay, so let's cut this addiction out. Okay, so let's let go of this sabotaging pattern. Okay, so let's stop escaping and face the music. The thing we need to be careful is that we don't take it to the shadow of Pisces of despair. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to find my strength. I'm a victim. It's like, oh, this energy has potential for those people who are addicted to be a victim, And it's kind of like, don't do that. Don't do that shit. You are healing. You're not victimized. And so this full moon eclipse is also clearing the last 6 months, but now if we want to take it further, the lunar nodes are moving every 18 months, and every 18 years they will visit the same place. And so the last time that this happened was in 2005. So think like 2005, around September, October of 2005, something happened there. See how it relates to what you're doing now. The middle point of them was 9 years ago in 2015 and 2006, 2006, September, October 2006. Let's go there. 9 years back. Here it is, 2015. The North Node was in Libra. So now it's the South Node. In 2015 it was the North Node, okay? So 2015 you initiated something that you are now clearing. Maybe the relationship started to break back then. Maybe your contracts with your job started to kind of break back then, but now it's really kind of like the end of it. It's kind of, it broke down, it's already ended, but now you're really sealing it. But then if we go further, the last time the South Node was in Libra, where it is now, was 2005. Let's just move exactly to where it is now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, July, August of 2005. This is where, and it's, look at this. Venus was together with the South Node in Libra. 2005. Wow. So Venus back then has initiated something with the South Node in Libra of releasing and letting go. 2005. Something karmic from old past lifetime came in through your relationships, through your love, through your jobs. 2005, July, August. Mainly August. And now coming back to now and going back to Monday on this full moon eclipse, going exactly to the time. On this full moon eclipse in Libra, so in August 2005, Venus was with the South Node. Now Venus is here, sextile Jupiter, and so the benefits are coming through now. So that's the biggest cycles. Another interesting point is that exactly in the moment of eclipse, I want to show you something. This is very interesting. No, it's not that. On this full moon eclipse, there is a meteorite that is passing our solar system exactly in the Pisces region. And it's called the Devil Comet. And I don't want to say this name too much, so take it one time. And it's called like that because it has horns halo. Where is it? Where is it? It's like the first time John Webb telescope. If I'm not gonna find it, I'm just gonna tell you to search for it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. I wish I would prepared before. But the bottom line is that this comet, it has like horns, kind of halo. That's why they call it like that. The John Webb telescope of space, the space telescope, took pictures of that meteorite, and there's literally a spiraling vortex inside that meteorite, like an inner galaxy, out of this world. And comets are omens, so it's very powerful and very significant that it's passing there now. So this is about these eclipses. I need to finish soon. So what we can also say about these eclipses, about this lunar eclipse, is that the full moon lunar eclipse is in a trine. The moon is trine Pluto, and that's beautiful. That is supportive, that is transformative. There's beneficial processes happening through this full moon eclipse. New encounters, new relationships, new things that coming into your life. As you release and let go, there's positive developments. Moon in Libra, trine Pluto in Aquarius, beautiful, awesome. It's supporting our evolution to the new future. The other things that is happening, let's see, what else is happening? Oh, that's the main thing. But also remember that in the background, Jupiter and Saturn coming together, and so the sextile between Venus to Jupiter is still happening. And so overall, even though this full moon eclipse is all about shadow work and watching, identifying our shadows, our insecurities, our wounds, our pains that we've been bringing from past relationships, it's this uncomfortable, dirty work that there is a lot of promises of good developments. Jupiter, Venus, blessings, good fortune, beautiful unions of love, empowering, like Pluto, trine the moon, evolutionary, transformative, empowering connections, and good things are going to come out of this. And whatever we trigger now, this release is going to unfold over the next 2 weeks until the new moon solar eclipse. And so as the good things come in to visit you from time to time, embrace them, give thanks. That's awesome. I'm starting to get glimpses into what I want. When the yucky things, uncomfortable things visit you, don't reject them, don't push them away. Embrace them, be with them, do that shadow walk, and see opportunities through connection with other people. See those opportunities to speak in a new way, communicate in a new way, relate in a new way, think in a new way about yourself. You may over the last few months with all this Chiron judging your image, how you look, your sexy, your beauty. And it's kind of like you're playing with it, and you're playing with it, and you're playing with it. And all these things kind of like, it's time to let that shit go. You are who you are. Last night, one of the people I've met, she was a lovely young lady. She was in her late 20s, I believe, or early 30s. And, she comes to me, is like, I've lost my bag. I don't know where my bag is. And I tell her, like, oh, just feel it. It will come for you. And she goes, no, but I have ADHD, and I have this, and I have that. And I stopped her and I told her, listen, everyone's fucked. That's how I comforted her. Everyone's fucked. So yes, I understand that for you it might be very different because you have ADHD, because you have this, but it's okay. You don't have to present yourself that you are ADHD, that you are this, because we are all fucked in some way. And so if we come and meet people from like, hi, I am fucked because I have this and I have this and I have that and I have that, how are we healing? We're basically saying like, but it's like, we all know that we're all fucked in some ways. And if we just come as agents of love and healing for each other, with compassion, with understanding, with this beautiful kind of approach of being in service, then things will get better. And so when you meet these new people, when you meet the old people, chat room, love you guys, love your love hearts, and Casper, okay, well said, brother. Yeah, because it's true. We are all fucked. Let's admit it. We all have our beautiful light. And yesterday one of the young guys says like, oh wow, he gave his present to the couple. He's a bartender, and his present was 500 cocktails for all the guests. It was amazing cocktails, the yummiest cocktails I ever had. And he said, wow, in a group of people, he said, when it comes from someone like you with such a caliber of experience, I was like, what are you talking about, brother? I'm just like you. Don't put me above you. So what? I am who I am, but you're who you are. It's like, that was amazing. And so once we realize that we are all fucked, we make peace with that. But we don't identify with I am fucked. We have our fuckery. We all have our little creepy crawlers. We all have our insecurities. We all have our shadows. None of us is perfect. None of us is an enlightened master that is completely pure. No one. And it's okay. We are humans. We are here to be humans. When we die and we go back to source, we're back into that omnipresence, unconditional love, pure soul. Here, we are all that in a human being experience. And in human being experience, this polarity. There is the light, there is the shadow, there is our strength and there is our weakness, there is our beauty and there is our ugliness. You may have a beautiful face, but you have a massive scar on your skin that when you get naked, it's impossible to ignore that scar. But hey, if someone loves you, and what I told that girl, I had her head between my hands and I looked her in the eyes and I told her, listen to me. Because she said, but just sometimes people don't understand me, and I was like, listen to me. The people that will understand you, and that's all you need. The people that don't understand you, they don't understand you, and that's okay. Just look and find the people that love you, people that understand you, people that relate to you, people that connect to you, and there's the healing. There is the new future self. So if the old people are visiting you, uncomfortable interactions, shadow projections, wounding, abusing, manipulating, lying, deceiving, confusing, don't take them in. See them as a reoccurring experience that highlights your awareness to the fact that you need to change that. That is no longer what you want. Then do the spiritual action of Mars in Pisces together with all the rest. Take action to clear your energy, to come back into your heart, come back into love. You are not your anxiety, you are not your trauma, you are not your pain, you are not your fuckery. You are the divine, beautiful soul that you are, that is playing with those unconscious, subconscious things. Come back to love. Accept yourself, forgive yourself, have compassion for yourself, and extend it towards others. And through that, you will start attracting at the same time new people. New people are coming at you because you are changing. And let them be the reflection of your new future self. And if you don't like what comes to you, change your vibration, change your frequency, and start tuning into what you want. Entertain your dreams, entertain your vision of the future. Entertain it, even if you can't fully see it. Doesn't matter. You don't know what you want to do for a living, but you know that what you're doing is no longer what you want to do. No problem. You can visualize and entertain how would you like to feel in that new future self. So you may not see the detail, but you know that you want to be happy. You want to be fulfilled. You want to be in your purpose. You want to, for example, help other people. You want to be in service. You want to do good things for the world, and you want to feel satisfied, and you want to feel that you're being seen, you're being recognized, you're being acknowledged, and you're being loved in the way that you deserve to be loved. You're being cared for in the way you deserve to be cared for. And you want to relate to other people from a place that is healing, that is supportive, that is authentic, that is honest, that is truthful, that is vulnerable, that is transparent. And I'm not saying that's true to all of you, but I'm just expressing that to show you a line of thought. And so I'm wishing you all an amazing full moon eclipse in Libra that may be uncomfortable at times, but embrace the discomfort, embrace the shadow walk, face them, own them, so you could clear them and let them go. You're not your shadow. You are the light shining into the shadow. And so may your conscious light shine into your unconscious, subconscious shadow, so you could enlighten the darkest room within your soul, so that when the new moon solar eclipse comes on the 8th of April, you are shining like a beautiful, bright diamond of light. Okay? And so that's my download for you today. Please press like on this movie. Again, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, anyone who wants to benefit from this information. If you feel called to come and see me for healing sessions, it will be my pleasure. The link for the booking system is in the blurb of this movie and on the bios on the social media. If you want to come to sound healing, tomorrow full moon eclipse is full, but you can join us on Wednesday for the integration of the full moon, next Wednesday as well, and following next Wednesday we're going to do the new moon solar eclipse on Wednesday as well. It falls on a Tuesday, so we'll do it on a Wednesday. And so you can already book in for them on the booking system at your free will. Thank you, love and gratitude to the Patreon community. I didn't speak much crypto today, I know, but the eclipse is very important. But I want to say to the crypto community, we are in a bull run. We're not in a bear market. We're in a bull run. And these dips are very healthy corrections. And the dips on the bull run, 20 to 30%, that's when you get in. That's when you collect your bargains, you collect your coins, you buy the dip. It goes down, you buy a bit more. It goes down, you buy a bit more. Because ultimately we are now on a 10 to 12 months trajectory upwards. And so buy the freaking dip when it happens. And yeah, that's about that. And thank you, Simone. Love you. Thank you, Liv. And thank you, Rowena and Gali. I love all of you. Thank you all so much for your love and for your presence, for being here with me. And yeah, I'm really wishing good healing for everyone. And may the goodies come to you and good developments. Let them come to you. Open the windows, open the doors and say, angels, guides, teachers, masters, I give you a full permission to bring the blessings into my life, the new people that suits me, my new frequency, my new vibration, awesome connection, good feelings, miracles, magic. Venus sextile Jupiter on this full moon eclipse in Libra. It's also a good omen for good fortune, for money making. So I'm telling you, buy the dip. I can't tell you what to do. It's not a financial advice. I'm just giving you the energy. Buy the freaking dip. We are going to good places from here, okay? In even the short term, you know, I can tell you Theta, for example, is doing a very good correcting dip, and from here we are blasting at least 2-3 times higher. And so there's a lot of coins that has a lot of potential. Don't overspread. Focus on good coins. Don't chase the meme coins. Don't chase the shit coins. Just pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. Don't overspread. Don't overexpand. The main thing you want to have is Bitcoin. Number one, 50 to 80% of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin, if not 100%. And the rest, you play. But don't overplay, because you don't need to fly with every rocket. You just need to fly with your rocket. And so invite the blessings into your life, but on this full moon eclipse, make sure you have a strong intention to release, to clear, to cut the cords, to end all the pain of relationships of the past, all the contracts that don't serve your future, all the pain, all the wounded patterns that you did in past relationships. You want to release your old wounded shadow, unconscious, subconscious patterns, so when these new relationships come into your life, you can embody something new. So lots of love to you all, and I'll bring to the end, I'll bring back this beautiful energy, and this is where she sings, and she's flying now with us to the heavens with her angelic voice. Beautiful. Where was that? Let's take it there. Oh, where is she? There we go. Here she comes. So yeah, I love you, family. Love you lots. Searching for it, searching. There we go, here it is. So, love you lots. Happiness, joy, love as always. And yeah, thank you, Jules. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Dana. And love you lots, family. Love you lots. That's the main thing. Be good. Be love. Let's heal. Let's heal that shit. Let's blossom like the lotus flower growing from the muddy swamp. Let's deal with the muddy swamp so we can blossom like the lotus on top of the water. Love you, family. Lots of love to you all. Have a great eclipse time. Release and let go. Let's heal. Peace, love, happiness, joy. Bye.